The Arrow Video Easter Carnage sale is in full swing. I'm going to just show you 10 recommendations that I think you should pick up in the sale right now. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you don't know by now, I am really a big fan of the Arrow Video label. I've got about maybe 4 coming to get good 4, maybe 5 shelves now of Arrow titles, box sets, slipcover editions, standard Blu-ray fare, and the 4Ks as well. I've got some of the 4Ks from them too. Now this Easter sale is pretty decent from what I've seen. I think they're putting up more kind of sought after titles on there with slip covers. Some of the recent box sets have gone on sale as well, which I think is really decent of them to do that. And we're just going to get into my top 10 recommendations, what you should pick up during the sale. I may not have seen all of these films, but I feel like the editions I'm going to show here are worth the price of admission just by their presentation alone, because they look great. So start off at number 10, I have the 80s creature feature Slugs. Now this movie really surprised me. I thought it was fantastic. Kind of felt like Jaws in the way it's paced. You got this guy, he realizes there's this plague of carnivorous slugs basically devouring people in their sleep and stuff like that. He goes to the local authority, of course, trying to warn people, and the local authority thinks he's completely bonkers. They don't believe him until shit gets really real, and they have to basically go into the sewers and enact a plan to wipe out these slugs. Really fun movie. I liked all the characters. The idea of these slugs consuming you, being all slimy and eating you while you're asleep, or even when you're awake, they just attach onto you and just start eating your flesh. It is quite terrifying, and it has one of my most favourite horror moments when it concerns practical effects. There's a scene in a diner and it is absolutely horrific. The practical effects though are amazing. You can get Slugs right now on Arrow Video's website for £9 on the sale. Definitely worth it. I love it. If you love creature features and you love 80s, this is one of my favourites from the 80s. It's great. That's Slugs. Number 9 is a brand new release. I think it's a fairly new release. I know I've picked it up fairly recently. The Wolf of Wall Street, the deluxe Blu-ray. Yeah, I've not seen this movie. I don't know nothing, really know nothing about it, but I couldn't pass up this nice deluxe edition. You can get this for £20 on the Arrow sale right now, and I think it's really good. I think this might be one of the nicest sets Arrow have put out. One of the nicest sets. Because as you open it up, it opens up like a wallet. It is absolutely beautiful. I love it. Got a nice bit of a spot gloss in gold there. The emblem of the wallet. You've got all it's actually a credit card in there, which is really cool. And obviously the Blu-ray is housed inside. Just a really nice edition that I think everyone should check out. If you've not seen this movie, this is a great way to own it and check it out. I know that I've really wanted to check it out soon. But yeah, Wolf of Wall Street Deluxe Edition Blu-ray. It's definitely the time to pick it up. £20 on the Arrow sale. Not seen it, but I'm just recommending it based on the physical media product itself. It's just great. That's Wolf of Wall Street. Number 8 is a collection of movies where I've only seen the first one, but I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. And this box set is a really nice box set in and of itself as well. And that is the House collection. This is really fun. It's a really kind of tongue-in-cheek kind of horror movie series about a guy. He's in the house, and the house kind of has his portal to another dimension, and it's about him trying to capture or at least prove that these weird monsters and stuff happening. Really fun movie. I had a blast with it. I've not seen the sequels yet, but this box set obviously contains all 4 movies from the series. Yeah, really decent box set. Right now it's £25 on the Arrow store on sale. So yeah, definitely worth picking this up, I think. I think it's just a really fun series. I'm guessing the sequels are as good as the first one, because I thought the first one was great. But yeah, House, the box set, definitely worth picking up. There is a different version of this. It is now out of print. That comes with a booklet. If you can find that for cheap, definitely get that version. But right now on the Easter Carnage sale, House of Collection is definitely worth a pickup, because the first movie in particular for me is great. That's House. Number 7, I've got a double bill, and that would be the Gamera box sets, the Showa era and the Heisei era. These right now are half price on the Arrow store. They are £30 each, reduced from 60. So these are definitely the price to grab these on. Really nice condensed box sets of all the Gamera movies. They did put out that really awesome collector's edition a few years ago, like £200 collector's edition. It's ridiculous, but it's impractical. These sets are much better, just to be like shelf fillers, and you can grab the movies that you want to watch quite easily. I've got the Showa era, all 12 movies on here. It has kind of more of a kiddish, childish kind of charm to them, but I feel that they're really fun movies for what they are. Kaiju, Japanese, really fun. This box set is beautiful. The artwork on this box set is absolutely amazing as well. And I've got some of the recommissioned artwork on the originals. Just incredible presentation all around on this box set. Gamera, like I said, £30 each for these right now. They're half price, definitely worth picking up. Gamera, the Showa era, and Gamera, the Heisei trilogy. Now I feel like I'm just a broken record at this point, but the Gamera Heisei trilogy is one of the greatest kaiju films ever made, pretty much. It's an era where, you know, in the 90s, the Turtle beat Godzilla in terms of quality of movies. These are some of the best, you know, kaiju films ever made. And for 30 quid, half price on the Arrow store, these are definitely, this box set in particular is definitely a must buy if you're into your giant monster, just carnage. And especially if you were looking to get these and you wanted to wait for a more affordable price, I think now is the time to fucking strike on these box sets. The Gamera Showa era collection and the Heisei era collection, some of the best, most fun kaiju films ever. Number 6, we have the limited edition of the Battle Royale set. Now, I picked this up a little while ago on a different sale. I forget who sold this. I got it a little bit cheaper what it currently is going for in the Arrow sale, but right now it is still 50% off of the Easter Carnage sale, and this set is a monster, and I highly recommend picking it up. Bear in mind that I have not opened mine yet, but just based on the contents alone, £35 is a steal for this set in my opinion. You get the 4K of Battle Royale, you get the director's cut of Battle Royale, you get Battle Royale 2, which is, as far as I'm aware, in the UK, it's the only way to get Battle Royale 2 on Blu-ray at least, and you just got a smorgasbord of bonus features. If you love this first movie as much as I do, this is a must buy. If you've been holding out like I was on getting this for a decent price, now's the time to strike. £35 is just a great price for this. When it came out originally at 70 quid, I thought that is way too much. I cannot really justify dropping that money on this set. Highly recommended from me. Battle Royale is one of the best movies ever made in my opinion, and it spawned like pop culture phenomenon, created a video game genre. It just went into craziness. Battle Royale, the limited edition box set collection, £35 on the Arrow store. Grab it while you can, guys. It's awesome. Number 5 pick is going to be a film called I See You. This film can be picked up for £9 on the Arrow store, and as far as I'm aware, it comes with a slipcover. I don't think I've ever seen it without a slipcover, to be honest, so I think your luck is probably more so likely to get the slip with this. I picked mine up on eBay a year ago or so. This film really surprised me. It's one half kind of like child abduction, kind of murder mystery story, and the other half is this really weird home invasion film. Not home invasion in the traditional horror sense. It's a bit different. This film surprised the heck out of me. I fucking loved this movie. Like I said, it's a movie of two halves, but when both those halves collide, it is insane. I don't think you're prepared for what this movie does. It is just amazingly well made. It is uncompromisingly creepy and a bit gross, and it makes you want to check all your little kind of cubby holes in your house to make sure no one is living in your residence without your knowing. That's how kind of deep-seated this goes, in my opinion. It is very, very much a kind of creepy movie with some just amazing narrative threads that collide together, intertwine to, by the end of it, you're going to be like, whoa, that was a fucking experience. This movie is great. I loved it. £9 on the Arrow store is a steal for me. I would grab this if you can. Most likely we'll get the slip. Obviously, I can't guarantee you get the slip, of course, but I don't think I've ever seen it without one. So I think it just comes as standard with a slip cover now. So yeah, I See You is amazing. Make sure you see it because it's fucking awesome. That's I See You. Number 4 is a Hammer movie that's not a Hammer movie that I feel nobody fucking talks about. It is Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee, the dynamic duo of the Hammer film franchise series. The film I'm talking about, guys, is Horror Express. Do you like The Thing? Do you like John Carpenter's The Thing? Do you like the story Who Goes There? Do you like a story about a shape-shifting alien of any kind? Horror Express, guys, is literally John Carpenter's The Thing, but it predates it and it's set on the train. So it has things I love, movies set on trains, 10 points, and The Thing, another 10 points. So it gets 20 points from me. It is so fucking good. This is also £9 on the store. Grab it, guys, because I think you guys will love it. If you love Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee and you kind of want to check out something that's, you know, basically Hammer horror all in all but name, this film is a fantastic ride on the train with a shape-shifting being of some kind. It's really, really fun, really good. I love this movie. I thought it's fantastic. When I'm talking about, you know, The Thing from Another World and John Carpenter's The Thing, I always consider this to be a film interpretation of the Who Goes There story. So in my mind, there's always been maybe 4 films based on this. Thing from Another World, Horror Express, 1982 John Carpenter's The Thing, and the 2011 Thing prequel, sort of. But yeah, this film is amazing, absolutely great. The way they explain the monster in this is really interesting, and it kind of has a different vibe, a different way of shape shifting in this, of becoming somebody else. It's very different, but yeah, it's awesome. The Thing on the train, I can't say no more. Also, this Blu-ray is one of the best Blu-rays Arrow has put out in terms of its restoration. It looks crystal clear. It is pin sharp. It is just strikingly vibrant. I highly recommend this Blu-ray. It is fantastic. The film is awesome as well. That's Horror Express. Number 3, The Last Matinee. Now, I bought this on a random whim because my friend, you may know him, Jamie Powell, he recommended this when this came out last year, I think, or the year before, 2021, I think it came out. Yeah, he recommended this. He said it's part giallo, part slasher, and it's set in the cinema. 3 things I love. Yes, yes, please. Yes, fucking please. If you enjoy films like Demons, you know, if you like that movie, like a demonic invasion inside of the cinema, this is like that, but it's a slasher movie in a cinema. It's a co-collaboration between Italy and Spain, so it's a kind of Spanish-Italian production. So it does have English subtitles, but this film is a ton of fun. I'll be warned though, if you don't like eye violence of any kind, maybe stay away from this movie. But I feel like even if you don't like eye violence or eye trauma, I think there's a lot in this film that you could really enjoy and have a good kick from. And I had a blast with this movie. I thought it was fantastic. And once again, right now, especially in my local HMV, with that Arrow sale, you can get this and it comes with a slip. Once again, this is a film I don't think I've seen without a slip. I think they sell it with a slip as standard. So The Last Matinee, yeah, it's a slasher film, sort of kind of a little giallo inspired in there as well, and it's set in the cinema. It gets 10 points for each of those, 30 points. What can I say? The Last Matinee is awesome, and it is right now only £9 at the Arrow store. Grab it while you can, guys. It is awesome. That's The Last Matinee. My number 2 pick is one of the most underrated 80s movies of all time, and a sequel that I just couldn't believe was as good as it actually was, and it has probably slotted itself in to my favourite 80s movies of all time, and that will be Psycho 2. Now, I will say this, Psycho 2, I saw it last year for the first time. My word, I was captivated from start to finish. Yeah, I fucking love this. Anthony Perkins is the star of the show, of course. You just root for him for the whole movie. Sure, he was this dickhead bad guy murderer in the first film, but there's something about him and his character in this movie. Norman Bates, you just root for him. He comes across as a really likable character in this film, and everything around him, you're still questioning whether is it really him? Is he going mad again and killing? Or is something else going on? Something else that's out of his control? It's really good, guys. It is so good. It's one of my favourite 80s films of all time. I think it's up there with some of the greatest sequels ever made. Psycho 2 has no right to be as good as it is. But fuck, is it awesome. Go and pick it up. This is £9 on the sale. Grab it. Check it out. If you've not seen it, it's up there for some of the best sequels in my opinion. It's so underrated. Fairly recently been given a bit more appreciation. My final pick for the Arrow Easter Carnage sale that I think everyone should give this movie a shot. It's £9 on the sale. Again, a lot of the standard editions are, but this movie is one of the greatest creature features from the 80s and I fucking adore it. And that film is called Brain Damage. I don't want to go into this movie too much because I don't want to spoil it if you've not seen it. This film is about this little kind of slug-like alien that basically gives people this drug and then basically makes this person give him food. What food, you ask? Well, this little alien eats brains. So there's like this trade-off in this movie where the main character kind of wants more of this kind of drug that the alien injects him with so he can hallucinate, but in turn the alien needs to be fed, which is brains. So much fun, so goofy, so silly. The main antagonist, the actual alien in this, Elmer, is just a little fucking wee bastard. He's a little bastard, but we love him. We love him in this movie. He's great. His voice, he's got, such, soothing tones in his voice as well. So good. This movie is a blast, absolute blast. Yeah, I adore this film. If you love your creature features and you've not seen this movie, do yourself a favour and check it out. And on this Easter sale, this is 100% worth getting. So yeah, get this while you can, guys. Brain Damage is a bona fide, awesome 80s creature feature. It's up there with Gremlins. It's up there with Critters. It's one of the best, in my opinion. And I think more people need to check it out. And it has a kick-ass cameo as well, which if you've seen the director's other movies, I think you'd be pleasantly surprised and, it'll give you a little smile as well. Brain Damage is fucking all kinds of awesome, and I think you should check it out right now and on the Easter Carnage sale. That's Brain Damage. What are your recommendations from the Arrow Easter sale? What title should I pick up? Let me know in the comments down below. Anyway, guys, that'll be all for today. I'll see you next time, I suppose. Bye.